All right, let's go ahead and finish this up. What does the number 15 represent in the context of this problem? Well, again, the green is going to think, just illustrate what I'm thinking, and I'm going to kind of go through it from the beginning again. So we know what the units represent, the x and the y represents. Then we're thinking, is it the slope or the y-intercept? Well, this is where my b is, my 15, so I know that that is the y-intercept. Okay, that's important. Because we know that the y-intercept is where we started, right? And I want to take it a little further. It was the y value when x equals 0. And it's important that we're thinking y, units are important there. The same thing where our x units are 0. So let's see, what can we interpret from here, and then can we apply that back to this problem and see if we can figure out what it represents. So let's say it's the start. So we could say that starts at 15. Starts at 15. What? $15. So it starts at $15. Make that look a little cleaner. $15. And then again, it's the y value when x equals 0. So the y value is 15. So it's $15 when our hours are 0, because that's our x. Or we could just say at 0 hours. We'll say it like that. It's easy, a little bit more clear. How can I apply these two things to this problem? Go ahead and pause it and see if you can figure out what in this context of this problem is referring to this. Go ahead and pause and see if you can figure it out. Great. So what I see is that there are two different things here. There is she must rent a pair of skates and pay an hourly fee. Well, we already know the hourly fee. We got that taken care of in this first part. And that's a changing amount. But to rent, that's a starting amount, right? Because to even get onto the rink, you need to rent a pair of skates. You have to pay that amount. So $15, you could say, $15. At the end of the day, the answer is, the best way to say it, I think, is it costs $15 to rent a pair of skates. Okay. So go back and look at that if that doesn't make sense. See if you can see where we get this answer from this context here by thinking about what the y-intercept really represents several different ways, how this applies to this. Great job.